Saskatchewan's Minister of Corrections, Policing and Public Safety, Christine Tell, recently announced the creation of a new police force. Tell cited concerns about crime, especially in rural areas. Tell says the Saskatchewan Marshals Service will eventually have 70 officers and cost roughly $20 million a year. It will work with RCMP and city police forces. But statistics show crime isn't actually up, it's down. In 2003, total criminal code violations per 100,000 Saskatchewan residents reached a peak of more than 15,000. But last year, that number was just over 11,000. That's a decrease of 25%. Youth crime is also down. So is another measure called crime severity. Experts say many people falsely believe and fear that crime is going up. Tensions rose after First Nations man Colton Boushie was killed by a Battleford area farmer several years ago. They say situations like that, as well as the recent James Smith Cree Nation mass killing, can warp perceptions of the bigger picture. But they say it's the government's job to make policy based on facts, not perception or emotion.
I think it's a big moral and ethical issue. We're in a time nowadays where truth seems variable and malleable. I think we need to root our perceptions and our comments and our actions in the facts as we get them.
The Marshal Service is also being criticized for other reasons. The National Police Federation calls it completely unnecessary. It says the marshals could actually make residents less safe due to confusion over jurisdiction and dispatching. First Nations leaders trying to reform the justice systems in their own communities also say they weren't consulted. Other experts say that $20 million used on the Marshal Service would be better spent on things like addictions and homelessness. Minister Tell was not available for an interview for this story, but an official emailed to reiterate the point that this is based on concerns from residents, particularly in rural areas. Jason Warwick, CBC News, Saskatoon.